Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Michelle of Sweet Pie Bakery. I have an online Etsy shop where I sell clay and fondant figures. Today's video is about how I made this unicorn cake topper out of fondant. However, you can make it out of clay too. All the tools and materials and even measurements for the fondant are listed down below. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to start off with a ball of white fondant. Roll it out, smoothing out all the cracks and seams. Then we're going to start shaping the top so the bottom is a little bit wider than the top where the neck goes. Add a toothpick into the body, leaving a little bit out so we can have something to attach the head to. Then you're going to start rolling out the legs. I do both legs at once and then just cut in the middle, and then flatten the bottoms and shape it around. And then we're going to repeat the process with the other legs. Now we're going to get the yellow fondant for the hooves, and then just shape those out, flattening them so we can add them with a little bit of water to the bottom of the legs. Once that's done, we're going to add some water to attach them to the body. Alright, now for the head. Get a small piece of white fondant and do pretty much the same shape that you did for the body. Just kind of curve it a little bit so the end of the nose kind of rounds out just a smidge, and then start pressing it down into the table so you can start adding the eye sockets and nostrils and mouth. The back of the head will be flat, so if that's something that bothers you, you can always use some sort of former or shape or something to keep the back of the head round. Now with the mouth, I just used just a cocktail stick and then a knife to add a little bit more depth into the mouth. And then I used the back of the paintbrush to add little areas on the corners of the mouth. Now just add the head onto the cocktail stick and kind of reshape it because it will kind of get a little distorted. Now just add the horn, and the horn's not made in the video, but it's basically just a cone of yellow fondant on a cocktail stick that I recommend making in advance so it's nice and dry and easy to place right on top. With the lines on the horn, I did just use the back of, or actually the front of the knife, and just kind of made a spiral up the horn there. Now for the ears, grab 2 pieces of white fondant and just kind of condition these. Make sure there's no cracks or creases. Now for both of them, I just shaped them into like a cone, giving it a point at the end there. and then add a little bit of water to the bottom of each ear, and then we're going to attach it to the back of the head. Once I stop playing with them, of course. Okay, now they look a little long here, but once you get them onto your head, you can always reshape them, and I actually just kind of push them down towards the head. Okay, so now I'm going to press them down, and then with the end of the paintbrush, I'm just going to add little indentations into the ear to give it more definition. And for the hair, I chose these colors, but of course you can choose any colors you wish. Same thing with this, you're just going to kind of roll them into like a snake, but taper the one end. I think I did about an inch and a half or so of each color, but each color I gradually lengthened it just a little bit more because I kind of wanted it to kind of cascade down. We're going to do the same process pretty much for the tail of all three colors, but this one will just be a little bit longer. So I think I did about 3 inches in length for the tail. Alright, now you're just going to use a little bit of water to attach them to each other. And then once they're attached, you're just going to twist them into like a kind of like a candy cane. And then I just curved it to the shape of the body, but add a little bit more water, and then you're going to attach it to the back of the body, and then around add a little bit of water just to let it stick better. But you really want to just like let this sit now for at least a couple hours so it's completely dried. And there you have it. I really hope you like this video, and if this is something that you're interested in seeing more of, definitely give a like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications when I post. Thank you so much. Take care.